Okay everyone, hello and welcome back to a new video. Today's video, we're changing things up a little bit because, you know, why not? What the heck? But I'm gonna do a what is in my camera cover because it's very cluttered and very messy right now and needs cleaning quite badly. I have camera gear all over the floor and it needs some reorganizing, needs some tender love. So I thought I'd go through it and show you what I have as part of my camera gear, because, you know, why not? So you can see what kind of stuff I use to make videos, photography, all that fun jazz, and a ton of stuff that I don't even use but I still have. So without further ado, let us get started into the video. First things first, let's talk about tripods. I have like a tripod problem. I have so many tripods of various sizes. You're on currently my like mini hand tripod. I have another one at school that's a little bit bigger. We got GorillaPods. This one though is, I think was Rhiannon's. He got that off like Amazon or something like that. It was like kind of like a cheap one, so it's not like a GorillaPod. But it's like a pretty good knockoff. It wasn't too badly priced. I think it's really great. I'd like to get myself an actual GorillaPod, but unfortunately we lost a little thing at the top. But it's okay. We got another GorillaPod. So we have this GorillaPod. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same, to be completely honest. Maybe a bit bigger. So we have this GorillaPod as well, which this is used for Rhiannon's vlogging kind of camera. He has a nice little camcorder here. It is the Canon Vixia HFR 700. I really actually like this camera. It's really fun to like kind of play around with, just like, you know, that really old school like dad camera, just like I'm making a movie kind of vibe. So we have that camera. Moving on, we have some other tripods. So we have this lovely fella. This actually was my grandpa's, my dad's side, that my grandma gave me because she's like, I have all like your grandpa's old camera gear and I don't know what to do with it, so please take it. So I'm like, I won't say no to free stuff. So we have these guys. These are like pretty heavy duty. They are metal tripods. They're very heavy. They're really good though. I really like them. They're a bit stiff sometimes because they're fairly old. These ones are the Velbon HG4. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how old they are, but like Ethan uses them a lot. We've used them like the one time my dad brought home like a VR setup. We use them like, they're kind of just like fun things to have like around the house. They're generally not like my go-to tripod if I'm honest, just because they are really heavy to carry around, but I do really like them. They can crank up really high. You got like this twisty little knob thing. You know, like, I think you twist this thing and it goes up. Yeah, I don't really know how to use these tripods, to be honest. I don't use them very often. But if I am doing like tons of like stationary stuff and I just need like things to hold stuff, these are always good to have. Then we have this bad boy, which I totally forgot I had. So this is actually my cousin's tripod. I've used it a couple times. It has like a really nice like panning feature on it that like I really like, especially when trying to get smooth panning kind of motions, you know, spice life up a little bit with your camera stuff. It kind of opens the legs, open up like this, so you have nice, strong, stable support. This one is the Silk F630 or 630. I have a couple other tripods that I do not know where they are, to be completely honest. Here we go. I have a monopod. Can never go wrong with monopod. What I like to get, the one thing that's different about this monopod is it doesn't have the like little like kind of like spreader at the bottom, which I'd like to get as an attachment so I can use it to get a little more easier stabilized footage. But my cousin also gave this to me. It's a really nice monopod. You can never really go wrong with it. Kind of extends out like a giant ninja stick. Let's moving on to some more fun stuff. So let's talk about stabilizers. So I have two stabilizers. One of them was like a super cheap like one, so it's not like the best, but like it does the job. It's just really tedious to do and like a pain. So like I don't ever really use it, but I have it anyway. It's one of those things you'll find as a common thing. I feel like many filmmakers have this. It's like they have this gear. Do they ever use that gear? No, but they have it anyway. Story of my life. So I have this one, which is the Cam Caddy. So it kind of looks like a scorpion. Camera goes in here. You can attach additional stuff up on this top little section if you want. You can screw it down onto a tripod if you like that too. You can hold it handheld. It's really nice, kind of just like a handheld mechanism. Makes it a little less awkward to hold the camera in a way, so you're not like awkward or that kind of thing. It also makes you feel a little bit more professional if you're kind of new to this. When I first got this, I was like, damn, I'm so hardcore now. Here's I have a glide cam. Do I ever use said glide cam? No. It's not, it's like a kind of like a cheap one that I got off of Amazon because I just was like curious. I've used it like a couple times. It's really freaking hard to get it to balance properly. It's like a nice glide cam. Like glide cams are like really useful. Like this just isn't an actual glide cam. This is the newer glide cam that I got off of Amazon as well. So it came with like 4 little weights which are on here. Balancing it though is an absolute pain in the ass, and I'm just like, I spent like 4 hours trying to figure out how to balance this thing, and like it took us so long, and even then it wasn't like perfectly balanced, and I was like, I cannot deal with this thing. So I don't use it very much, but like if I'm like in a desperate case scenario or something like that, I'm like, I need steady cam like footage, then I will whip this guy out. Though I filmed my home video, which is a short film I used as my portfolio submission to get into Sheridan. I filmed that entire thing. Well, majority of it I filmed on this bad boy. So it can sometimes work. It doesn't always work. This is the bag it came in when I got it. So that covers the tripods and the steady cams. Let's talk about cameras. Okay, I have a lot of cameras. Most of them don't work, to be completely honest.
Always blurry.
Okay, back. What was I talking about?
Oi, get your butt over here. Tell me where they are.
Jeez. I was talking about cameras. So I already told you about this guy. So let's go on to a different camera that I have somewhat recently acquired in the last couple months. So I got this little guy. Pretty cool. Very old camera. I cannot charge the battery though as of the moment because I have lost the charger. I know I definitely have it. I just don't know where it is. But this is the Canon PowerShot G6. I want to get the batteries charged because it has this cute little like flip screen. Also, this camera lens cap thing freaks me out every time I don't see it on. It's attached to the strap of it. But it gives like the really cool like old like early 2090s kind of like old video kind of feels, and I am like totally here for it, and I really want to like just have like a natural way of doing it without having to do that in post and like Premiere and stuff like that, because it's just like unnecessary things when I can just get it on here. So that's this guy. We got this guy recently. This is a Sony camera, and the only Sony camera or camera that I own that is not a Canon. All my cameras are Canon cameras, but this was my, I guess my grandpa's old video camera, but it is a, oh boy, it's a big one. So here we have the Sony Digital Zoom 26X, I think that's what it's called. We have, I think, 1 empty tape still, and we're gonna try to like buy more tapes so we can actually take videos on it, because this will be so much fun to actually play with, because it is like, here, let's see, push where?
All these cameras have such stupid opening systems.
You get the idea. Tape goes in here, start recording. I don't know how you get the tape in. I know a bunch of people who are like not my age and like much older are gonna start calling me an idiot. He's like, you don't know anything about these. No, I don't know anything, but I'm trying to learn. Alright, my next camera is this really, I haven't gotten any film for it yet, but we actually ended up getting this really cool old like vintage Canon film camera. The best part about this camera is the sound. Like, listen to this. Oh, I listen to that all day. I love the sound that like vintage old film cameras make. Like, I'm obsessed with it. Actually, I really am obsessed with the strap on this camera. I think it looks so cool. So that's that camera. Then obviously you have my Canon G7X, which is what's filming this video right now. That's my like daily like vlogging kind of camera that I use on like a day-to-day basis all the time. I've had this camera for like 2 years now. It's been doing me pretty good. It's like a pretty standard, like not really like out there vlogging camera that like a lot of YouTubers use. I am though thinking about getting maybe a different one, a new one, updating my camera gear a little bit, but I'm not really sure. But here we go. This is my favorite camera, my child, the thing I do everything with. All my photography, my videos, the film. Well, most of my short films have been shot on this camera. It is. Yes. Okay. Back to what I was talking about. This is, oh my god, bro. This video is gonna be a mess. This is my baby. So this is my like film and like video photography camera. All of my portraits and pictures that I take that you see on my photography Instagram, on my own Instagram for the most part, on Roscoe Bo's Instagram, on all of the platforms are taken on this bad boy. So this is the Canon EOS Rebel SL1. I've had this camera for like 5 years now, or I've been using it for 5 years. It was my grandpa's before he gave it to us, and we had that garbage camera that is very slow. This is what it looks like without the lens on. It's not very heavy duty, pretty light camera. I've had the exact same camera and lens since I first started photography, and like my photos look completely different from how the first photos I started taking versus the photos I take now. Like, it's really, I've just gotten better at taking photos, and I'm just like understand composition better and like editing and like all these different things that just like have enhanced my photography and my own skills. This guy here, he would start it all. He's what got me down the path in which I am currently on.
Okay.
Let's talk about some more little hand digital stuff. So I have this little PowerShot guy here, which was my mom's, and then it was Ronan's, and then it was mine, and I used this
yours?
To like when I kind of did a lot of like traveling around in grade 11 for that exchange.
Then you broke it.
So this little camera has been across the world. Like, it's been to Europe, it's been to London, or like the UK and Scotland. It's been to China, it's been to the Dominican, it's been to British Columbia. It's been all over the place. This guy has been through it all. It's scratches, dents, it's fallen apart. I've dropped it so many times. So what Rhiannon was talking about is I was filming something in BC. We were at a like a party kind of thing, like a farewell party on the last day of our exchange, and I had propped it up on a chair to film like a bunch of people like singing. They're doing like a performance, and it got knocked off the chair and smashed against the ground, and it wasn't turning on after that. But after a little while, it pulled through. But we got this little guy. I used to take videos like this on my grandma's camera when I was younger, and I'd drive her crazy because she'd be like, Rhiannon, my camera's just full of random nonsense. Alright, I forgot, did I tell you what this is? This was the Canon PowerShot L300HS, and this one is the Canon S100. I do have an underwater camera. I don't know where it is. It might be upstairs, so I might go run up and get it. Okay, I couldn't find my water camera, but I did find this, which was a Kodak. Our first video camera was this camera. The Kodak HD ZI-8. This was the first camera that started literally everything. No, this battery's dying. Okay, so yes, this was our first ever video camera that started all the fun home videos. Okay, moving on to other random miscellaneous crap that I have. I got a Rode microphone here. Myself some flash diffusers. I have another one in here. Hanging out. Okay, after a brief camera intermission, we're back. What was the talk? Right, let's talk about flash. So I have this little flash here. I've never actually used it. I've used it like maybe once or twice. But it is the Speedlight 430 EZ. For organizational thing, I got this nice little basket here that's full of camera chargers and batteries. Go into this little basket that I got at Value Village for $2. These baskets as well, that all this camera stuff is in, also Value Village. Have this thing. This is a reflector. I don't remember what brand this one is, but looks like this. Like unfolds into this really big thing. And this black side though, if you unzip it, it has like a zipper kind of thing. And the inside, that comes off, and it is white, if you could tell. Okay, so I think we've covered the cameras. We've covered most of the gear. I got this little toolkit here, this fun little kit thing here. It's kind of like a 3-tower kind of tier thing. So like you just snap off like these side things here, and it like comes off in like separate little containers, and you can store like tons of stuff. So this is kind of like my random storage kind of thing. So I have on the bottom tray here, I have random manuals and camera like manuals. The second tray is where I keep all the cables and like connecting wires and stuff like that for when I'm like need to plug it in. The top tray, that's where all the important stuff is. So I got here in this little pouch, this is the remote control for the self timers. Got some cool filters here. These are for film cameras, I think. This goes on like an old vintage lens that we have that I'll get into in a minute. So that's this one. Okay, so that's the one. I have two more. So this one was the Hoya photographic filter coated for black and white film optical glass. So this one is the Kenko optical filter for color. I think my grandpa picked these up when he was in Japan. I remember he went to Japan, so he went to like a camera store there. These are all made of glass, which is like the cool part about this all. And I think this is another black and white one. You all see it. Kind of a greenish kind of tint to it. I honestly do not know what they look like yet because I haven't had any film to actually test them out. So once I do get some film of someday and get to actually like test them out, definitely we'll do a little review kind of thing on it. Who's here? Hello? Oh, hello. Lauren's home. Also here I have I have some spare batteries. This one is for that big silver camera that I was showing you. So it's this guy. This little guy came with 3 spare batteries. Oh, Lauren's here. Hello. Welcome to the squad. We're filming a video. Here's Barry. Oh, oh my god! Her hair is short! Holy crap! Oh wow, I thought it was just tucked in. It looks so cute!
You should have checked your text messages because I posted something on Snapchat
Oh,
and
my
you never
phone.
saw it. And so I said, either check Snapchat now or be surprised in 10 minutes. So.
Oh, oh, it looks so good. I love it.
Thanks.
You look like something out of like the 1920s and you're like totally rocking it. I'm totally, whoa. I'm glad we got that on camera. What did you do? What? How? When?
This morning when I know how I said I was going to trim my hair.
I think you said you were trimming your bangs.
Yeah, close my hair.
Did you cut it?
Yeah.
Did my mom know?
Yeah. Well, like
I woke up and I heard just, oh, Lauren, I'm ready whenever you are. And then I heard you guys talking and then you left. So I didn't think much about it. Oh my god. Whoa. It's not a, what plot twist? Okay, back to camera batteries. I store my other camera batteries also in here. Because like this kind of thing, that's the next thing. So I'll store them like in this compartment because these things are pretty chunky. But there's like these 6 different little compartments. It's kind of like a tray. Honestly, it's just like in here. So it's like a little tray. So you can like add more trays if you want to the other ones. You have more little stuff. I have some like little mics in here for doing like sit down interview kind of things, or like if I'm doing like podcast recordings, because I haven't figured out the dual mic setup yet. I got these guys that you can just kind of like hook onto your clothes and like feed it into your like your phone, so it's like really easy to do, especially on the fly, whatever, like wherever you are. So that's this container. Okay, let's get into the camera bags. So first camera bag I got is this bad boy. It's like a really nice camera bag. It has lots of pockets, which I love. Lots of pockets to store things, tons of stuff, storage space. This is the main pocket that holds like the actual camera. So you got that, where the camera body would go, and you have like 3 little slot things here for like lenses and stuff like that. Overall, it's like a really nice camera bag, and the thing I like about this camera bag is that like when you have it on, it's pretty comfortable, and it like swings over like this, and then like you can just like unzip the stuff and like grab your gear like in a flash. Like it's really nice and convenient. The only thing about this camera bag that I'm like not super fond of is that like if you're carrying it around for like a really long time, it really strains your shoulder. So that's my only problem really with like the shoulder bags. Other than that, I think they're really great. They're really nice. So then I got this one right here. This is one I use most often, is the Low Pro Nova 2. So I got some pockets here. Stores lots of random crap and paperwork things that I have, more filters. That's my other camera bag. I have, you've already seen the Sony one, this little green guy that holds that big camcorder. And then I have this little guy, which is Canon. This little guy, this Canon one. It's just nice for like kind of like day use because it has like the pocket for like the main camera and then like 1 other lens or something like that. Okay, so I have 4 camera lenses now. First I have this vintage like glass lens. I haven't actually tried it out a whole lot yet. Then bought an adapter so that we can put it on like our modern day cameras and stuff like that. Then I have like this like default lens, pretty much like every camera comes with right here. And this is a EFS 1855 millimeter image stabilizer macro lens. It's really like generic lens, but like it does a pretty good job. Then recently I came to possession of this telephoto lens. This is the Canon 18 to 200 millimeter lens. And then I have my main lens, which I use for pretty much everything. which is this bad boy. So this guy is my main lens that I use pretty much for everything, and it is the Sigma DC 17 to 70 millimeter macro lens. It's a beautiful lens. I love it. I use this pretty much as like my most universal lens. Like it literally does everything for me. It does my photos, it does my videos. Like it's just a wonderful lens all around. And yeah, that brings you to the end of all my camera gear stuff. So that's literally everything I have for the most part. Give or take maybe a few things that I haven't. Oh right, forgot my light. Okay. So my final piece of equipment that I have is this aperture light that I picked up when I bought my vlogging camera actually. So this is what it looks like. Turn it on. Very bright. You can like change the filter, like the gel on it. So these are the two filters that are gel filters that come with it. You have an orange one and the white one. You can buy like other additional ones. They come in like this cool little bag here, tucked in this nice little pocket. Honestly, if you had the right size camera bag, you probably could just shove this into your bag and it will like work out perfectly fine. It also comes with a bunch of different like heads and stuff like that you can attach to like tripod. So if you want to like attach it and like bend it around, it has a ballpoint head that you can use, and it has a bunch of other like fun stuff in here. Yeah, that would be all of my camera gear that I own. Now comes for the part that I've been dreading, which is somehow managing to fit it all into the cupboard and actually getting it organized. So catch ya when I actually do that. So we'll just skip the montage and everything. We'll just show you the final product of it all. So we'll see you then. Okay guys, so finally like an hour later or so, I have, yeah, like half an hour, something like that, I don't know, between 30 minutes and an hour. Later, I have organized the entire camera cupboard. So, ignoring pretty much everything from here and upwards, I just reshifted some stuff. This is the masterpiece so far what I got. Maybe one day I'll have all these cupboards filled with lovely camera things, but for now, we just got this down spot. So let me give you a quick little tour. So here we have the reflector and the glide cam. I got this shelf pretty much is just camera bags, minus like the flash and the light. But like you got all the camera bags here. Down here in this little box here, I got all of the random like extra camera stuff that I have. So that's the film camera, the GoPros, the PowerShot cameras, all that fun stuff. Here we got our batteries and chargers station. Back here we got the tripods and like the one mic in here as well. This back one is kind of just like random stuff, which I forgot to show you guys. I have like this random shoulder strap, so it's like shoulder straps, or camera straps, and other random miscellaneous things. Here we've got the actual Canon camera, that's my main camera. I got my two lenses out and ready to go whenever I need them. I have the big camera bag down there. Down below here we have all of the camera boxes that, to be honest, I don't really know why I still have half of these, but got them all there in case I need them in this nice little basket. We got the handheld camera gear thing. We have all of our tripods here, and I did find the other tripod. We close these. We got a groaning Roscoe. So the other tripod is currently being used for a telescope mount. So this is what it is. It is a Dolica tripod. And just like that, that is all of my camera gear sorted, organized. Finally, kind of, not really, but you know, we're trying. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this super random video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want more camera kind of related stuff, or just more like technical kind of things. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up. Also, what does everyone think about Lauren's new hairstyle? I like it. I think it looks good.
You know who I feel like? I feel like the girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the blonde one.
Oh yeah. If your hair was straighter, then yes.
I'm Violet Beauregard.
I hold the world record for the best, like, most amount of bubblegum chewed or whatever. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys all in my next vlog. Bye.